All right, you guys, we've got these custom hats from Red Barn Branding. Now, this is a custom hat company that is in our Laserhyde group that has sent us some wonderful hats for review. And we're going to be placing that patch on this custom hat. Now, one thing I love about these hats is there's a lot of quality that goes into these hats, and I really like that. Let me just show you a few of the custom hats that he has. The duck camos, he's got custom pink camos, we've got some real tree type stuff, which is pretty cool, or whatever that's called, tiger camo maybe, and just an assortment of really cool things. We've got the cowhide stuff, really cool fun hats here, but we got here pink with white and just an assortment of really cool stuff. So I think I showed that to you already. We got some safety colors in here that are pretty cool. So just an assortment of really cool things, as well as these ones here, which are really nice too. Kind of have that really nice fabric style look that's very popular right now too. But one thing to note about our patches, guys, is our patches are very thick. Our material, our leatherette, it's 1.85 millimeter, and it's designed to tackle those 6-panel seams that usually are notorious for pulling through cheap, thinner leatherette, where you'll end up seeing the seam running down the middle of that patch. In no way, shape, or form do you want the seam to become part of your patch design. It just makes the material look cheap. If you're trying to simulate leather and a patch, then you want a thicker material. So with our material being thicker, it allows us to get better compression when it comes to putting it on the actual hat. So if we're at 1.85, by the time we compress this, we're going to be sitting at like 1.70, 1.75. So we still look nice and thick, and these are pretty aggressive seams here. They're decent, and you could see you don't get none of that right in the middle. So Laserhyde was definitely developed around these types of issues. So make sure that when you're looking for leatherettes, you're going with something that's a little bit bolder, that'll give you at least these types of results. If you don't, then you're going to be having that bulging seam just busting through your patch, and it's going to look cheap. So here's where you should be when it comes to your settings. If you're using our adhesive, 235 upper, 270 lower, and 35 seconds for your second main press. That's using our silicone hat mat. And then we've got a 14-second pre-press just to warm up the hat really nicely so that the patch adheres kind of instantly. So these are what you want to program. If you're using a different adhesive that requires much higher temperatures, just go ahead and adjust your settings accordingly if you're doing this patch with your hat. All right, you guys, so what we're going to do, we're at 235 and 270. We're going to grab our hat. Now, what I like to do with ropes is loop them over so that they're hanging underneath. And then we want to make sure this is kind of tight here. So I usually like to get that a little in tighter. Make sure to take out your little paper. And then some like to pull this out. You can leave it either in or pull it out. We'll just leave it in. And we're going to go ahead and bring this up first. There we go. Actually, we'll go ahead and pull that out. Go. Just kind of giving you a better view. Now tighten that. And sometimes you can get this going on. A lot of play in that. You don't want to press a hat with that much play involved. So this is kind of feeling similar to a Richardson. And what you just want to do is lightly press down. Just lightly press down. It starts to warm it up. And then what it does is it starts to just get tighter and tighter. But it's getting a little warmer. But this is what our preheat is for. This is what we want. There's not as much play anymore. And this is exactly what you need, guys. Now, peel our adhesive. It peels off very easily. Okay. And just hold this down for a little bit. You want to be about 3/8 to a 1/2 inch or so above. That's all it takes, guys. I didn't have to do much. Because it is a low temperature adhesive, it goes down really quick. And I didn't have to do much. Helps if you take the paper off. James. There we go. And we're going to leave a little bit of a separation. Yeah, we'll leave a little bit of a separation. So make sure your edges line up. And you want to be right about there. Okay, that is down. Now go ahead and add your cover and 35 seconds. Now, when you are done with the hat, take it off. Don't do nothing to it, okay? You don't want to ruin the patch or make it move or anything. Okay. Now there's our custom patch right there, guys. You see nice adherence. It went down nice and easy. Nice two-tone look. Very clean, but you see with the silicone mat, no damage to the bill, no damage to anything here whatsoever, and no crazy creases around this area. Everything looks nice and clean. This is how you protect your hats, guys, but there is the patch. Now I think even at 6, it might have been too much on the pressure. Here's how we can tell, okay? See that little bit of adhesive squeezing through there? It's too much pressure. So we want to just back that off a little bit. It should be like cleaner, like what's on this side. Okay, so really quickly, another reason why you want low temperature adhesives, you don't want super high temperatures on your buckram. What'll end up happening is you'll create separation in the buckram. If you have extremely high heat on the bottom, that's what causes that. When I used to use other company adhesives, this is exactly what would happen, is I would have separation in these panels right here in the buckram. So you don't want to do that. Using our adhesive, you have better bonding and safer temperatures for the inside of this and on the outside here, okay? And once again, pretty aggressive seam, but what do you see? No seam through the patch. So great product, guys, very affordable, and it's made with high-end quality. So make sure you check us out, laserhyde.com. This feels pretty good. I think it's enough to be able to move this over. There it is, guys. So just adds to the look of that custom hat. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the red, white, and blue patch on a black hat. Same company, Red Barn branding, and we're just going to lay this down. Now, one thing I'm noticing about this hat compared to the rope is that it does sit a little bit tighter to the platen. But again, like always, we're going to just kind of pull it, let it warm up on the bottom. You kind of want to let it warm up first before you just go ahead and slam the upper platen down. So again, we're going to do that. Now you could, if you wanted to take the risk, you could just, hover over it, heat it up. But if you really want to play it safe, again, you would use our silicone. With the thinner application here, you get better heat directly to your product, which means you don't have to have such high temperatures. You can lower your temperatures and have good heat going through this pad. Also, the benefit of silicone versus the foam pads, when you stain the foam pads, you can't clean them. That's it, they're done, they're stained, you gotta buy more. It's almost like they were designed that way. They were designed to be a consumable that you're gonna ruin and you're gonna have to buy and buy and buy over and over and over again. You can buy one of these and it'll last you for years, guys, because whenever it stains slightly from maybe leather or something, you just use a little strong 91% rubbing alcohol and it's good as new. So place this down. We're gonna hit our first press. This is our pre-press, 14 seconds. What we've done too is we've lightened our pressure to a 5 versus a 6. And now when we feel this, that is nice and down. There is no play in that whatsoever. This is the reason why you'll crease in these areas, is if you have a lot of slop and play in that area right there. But as you can see, we're not having that issue here. Now, again, we'll take our adhesive, peel that, and then well, this one's already peeled. We'll go ahead and place the first portion down. Now you always want to be, again, 3/8 to a 1/2 inch. If you have a problem with knowing where to be when it comes to here, you can use this. This is our patch guide ruler. We have different ones for different styles of patches, but as you can see, this style patch is almost similar to the hexagon shape. You technically can use these, and it's perfectly spaced to tell you where that patch should be. And then you also have these lines here on both sides. These lines would typically line up with the seams of your hats right here. So it would be like whatever this line meets here on this side, you would line up the same one on the other side, or whichever ones are even all the way across. So you can lay this down just like so. It gives you that spacing you need right here. And we have weights that actually kind of hold this down, but it gives you exactly where you need to place. And then you're good to go. So right about there, and just hold it down for a little bit. Just enough to activate the adhesive to hold it in place so that you can set the second part of this patch. Now what we're going to do is actually use part of the fabric as the design, and we're going to bring this up just slightly. Yeah, just like that. That looks good. We're going to hold it from the top part because we don't want to create some kind of bubble, and just make sure your points line up with your seams. Take your silicone mat, place it there. If you want to protect the bill, again, take your bill cover, place that there. Okay, we're at a 5. That's good. So this is where we're at. 235, 270, 5 on the pressure, 35 seconds. And again, once it is done, pull that up, pull this. Let me show you. There is the patch. All right, grab that. That pressure was perfect. How do we know? Okay, we want to look at the sides. No adhesive squeezing through. That is how your patch should look, okay? There's a reason why we use RF tubes, guys, because we want perfection when it comes to patches. We want that detail that you get in precision stuff like this. If a client throws this at you, you can get that detail. Glass tubes just can't do that. And we show you how to perfect your craft, guys. And we give you some of the best product on the market. Check us out again, laserhyde.com. So until next video, guys, my name is James. Like, subscribe, get in our Facebook group in the description, and make sure you click on the link to go check this Thunder out. You just want to know the specs, guys. Do us a favor, check it out. It helps us out. We're partnered with Thunder for a reason, because we want to talk about their lasers and we want to show you guys what you can do with them. But you want to be able to check these links out because you want to start somewhere, right? So you need to know, okay, what are the specs of the Thunder laser so I can compare to what else I'm looking at. That's what this link does. It just takes you to the technical, the actual page of the machine, and it shows you all the technical stuff that you need to look at. So from me to you, have a good day, and we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Peace out.